I'm here today with Dr. Basanti Majumdar, who is going to speak to us about her study on cultural considerations in HIV prevention in the Indian immigrant community of Canada. So, Basanti, could you tell me a little bit about what the purpose of your study is?
You know that the South Asian is a large number of immigrants from different countries of India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, Maldives. So we narrowed it down to only Indian population from India. Not only we narrowed that, we also narrowed it to northern part of India. Okay. And also we looked at the religion too. We looked at Hindus and Sikhs, so that, and the language, okay. Hindi and so we really, Hindi and Punjabi. So we really stratified, okay. So that we can focus on that. And we wanted to know what they think about HIV/AIDS, what is their knowledge, what kind of attitude do they have towards it. And from there to go, you know, how we can really prevent it for the future generation, okay. Not to be positive.
Okay, wow. Can you tell me a little bit about the findings that really struck you?
Well, I don't know whether it struck me. I think it validated. Okay. Because for the last 20 years, I'm doing this research, okay. In India and here in Canada and many African countries. What I found is it gave me more reliability and validity of my previous studies. Okay, which is? And which is that sexuality and HIV/AIDS, the word itself, is interlinked. Okay. So, and sexuality is a no-no in the Indian community to discuss. And so what is happening is that as soon as you are discussing sexuality, there is a stigma. Mm. You're not a good girl, you're not a good boy. Mm. Okay? And then how can you talk about HIV/AIDS? So they cannot really go to the proper information centers to get the right knowledge. And so there is a lack of knowledge. Mm-hmm. So stigma, lack of knowledge, and inability to access the right place to get their knowledge. They will go to internet, they will go to peer. Sometimes they're not correct, you know. And that's what we are finding.
How are you going to apply your findings to prevention practice?
God, that's a good, hard question. Well, I think based on my own study in India and in South Africa and those places where there are Indian population, I think we have to work with two ways. And one is with the parents. And working with the parents, talking to them, you know, that this is what the reality, this is what the kids are going through, help them to learn and be with them. Mm-hmm. And the other part is the kids to get the right information mm-hmm. and work with them. So I also think that particularly in Indian population, we really have to focus on men. Because men have the power for sexual decision making.
To our audience, is there anything else you'd like to tell them about your work in terms of HIV prevention for Indian immigrant communities?
Let's work together, all of us. I think it's very important because if we believe that we are all human beings, whether I'm Indian or whether I'm not Indian, doesn't matter. Let's put our all forces together for the good Canadian citizenship.
Well said, Basanti. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.